Congratulations, Catherine. The Queen has officially gifted the Duchess of Cambridge one of the key patronages of Prince Harry. The Duchess has finally replaced Harry as patron of the Rugby Football League and Rugby Football Union. She also became the first royal to take on one of the Duke of Sussex's patronages after he and his wife Meghan Markle gave up royal life and moved to California. Prince Harry handed back the rugby roles, which he'd held for 5 years, when he stepped down as a senior member of the royal family in 2020. Prior to Harry, the Queen was patron of the Rugby Football Union. The news was confirmed on the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge's official social media accounts on Wednesday, as they posted a clip of the Duchess with a ball in her hand as it was passed from player to player. In the caption, Catherine shared, "I am so thrilled to become patron of the Rugby Football League and the Rugby Football Union, two fantastic organisations who are committed to harnessing the power that sport can have in bringing communities together and helping individuals flourish. I look forward to working with them across all levels of the games and to cheering England on in what promises to be an exciting year for both sports." According to the Kensington Palace press release, the new patronages, which have been given to the 40-year-old Catherine by Queen Elizabeth, closely align with Her Royal Highness's long-standing passion for sport and the lifelong benefits it can provide, both within our communities and on an individual level. On Wednesday, the Rugby Football League and Rugby Football Union both welcomed the Duchess's appointment, with executive of the Rugby Football League, Ralph Rimmer, saying the organisation is very honoured and delighted to welcome Catherine. Mr. Rimmer said in a statement, "We are truly honoured by the appointment of the Duchess of Cambridge as the Rugby Football League's royal patron. We are delighted to welcome her as we prepare to host men's, women's, wheelchair and physical disability rugby league World Cups in England this autumn. Our sports history has been built on a commitment to tackling inequalities, and we honour that through our focus on having a positive social impact well beyond the pitch. We look forward to working with the Duchess in the years to come, and I know all levels of our sport will welcome her to the rugby league family." Meanwhile, Chief Executive of the Rugby Football Union, Bill Sweeney, said, "It's a great honour to welcome the Duchess of Cambridge as our patron. Our aim is to enrich lives, introduce more people to rugby union, develop the sport for future generations, and create a successful, thriving game across the country. As rugby clubs have reopened across the country, players, officials and volunteers are celebrating being back in the game together, and we know the support of the Duchess will be greatly valued from our grassroots clubs and fast-growing women and girls game, right up to our elite men's and women's England teams." Established in 1895, the Rugby Football League is the national governing body for rugby league in the UK, covering all forms of grassroots and the professional game, including women's and wheelchair rugby. Meanwhile, the Rugby Football Union, founded in 1871, is the national governing body for grassroots and elite rugby union in England, and with 1,900 member clubs, is one of the largest sports organisations in the country. The Duchess is a known sports enthusiast and has attended rugby matches in the UK, as well as the Six Nations tournament in Paris in 2017. At the 2015 Rugby Union World Cup, Catherine wore a red scarf to join William in cheering on his patronages, while his younger brother wore the white shirt for England. And in a piece for Vanity Fair in 2014, her younger sister, Pippa Middleton, wrote about her family's love for the sport. "Rugby was a great thing for our family, and the focal point was the international matches, which were often played on Saturday afternoons and were as much social as sporting occasions. We plan our weekends around the big matches, a quick bite to eat at halftime or lunch on our laps, typically a chicken pot pie or something equally cosy and English. If we lost, my dad would be in a state of despair for the rest of the afternoon, as if he'd actually lost the game himself." In addition to these new patronages, Catherine is also a charitable patron for Action for Children, the National History Museum, the Royal College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, Sports Aid, and the Lawn Tennis Association. She also acts as an ambassador for a whole host of other organisations, stretching from arts-based ones like the National Portrait Gallery, with whom she teamed up for her Hold Still campaign throughout the pandemic, to NHS charities together.